How vulnerable are women in terms of accessing a leadership position, especially the ones that are elective? Let us listen to Edwin Sifuna, then I'll come up with my point.
The Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has taught us that men have only two options when it comes to women's progress in this country. You either support the women's movement or get out of their way. It is that simple. They will take care of themselves. So, if you look at all these beautiful women seated here and powerful women seated here, we have taken deliberate action as a party. Millie Odhiambo, you can bear me witness that all of you in the 2022 elections were handed direct tickets. And I remember men who used to come to my office saying, "Oh, Sifuna, I want to run in Super North." I'm like, "But bro, you are a man. There is no way the party is subjecting Millie Odhiambo to primaries against a man. If you want to run in Mbita, in her constituency, can you please be of the same gender so that we can subject you?" Because there's a reason, and Honorable Kawino is here, we want to grow the numbers of women leadership in these constituencies. And because the president of the Women League is here, she will tell you that another deliberate step that we took in the last election, because there are many obstacles that are placed in the path of women leadership, including the cost and violence that you have seen here, Mama Asio herself faced. We took the deliberate action to make sure that we will find money to pay for the nomination fees and the party life membership certificate for every woman who was running in a single constituency. And I know all of this because ODM has a program called He for She, that the women will not succeed if the men don't get out of their way or don't make deliberate action to support them. The patron of He for She in ODM is yours truly, Edwin Sifuna.
Now, first, is it true, like Edwin Sifuna puts it, that if we men don't take deliberate action to let women succeed, then women are not going to succeed? I beg to be of a contrary opinion, because we've seen women succeeding in various fields without needing the push for men to let them be at the positions they are in. And if we are to get that way, it means we are going to let competence in women die a natural death, so to say. And if need be, to give direct way for women to vie in certain positions, like ODM says or states, they made a deliberate action to just give a direct ticket to Millie Odhiambo while he or she was vying for, Mbita constituency. I feel, why don't they, if in the spirit of, like, let's say, sportsmanship, in the spirit of competition, in the spirit of competence, why don't they find 4 or 5 women who will contest for that certificate? And out of those women, they find the most competent one, instead of just handpicking. Because with that, then, the position of the party will remain intact, even as the common mwananchi is suffering. Because the lady will always know that I never toiled, I never worked hard for this certificate. Therefore, I will be serving my master. At this juncture, your master is not the people that elected you. At this juncture, your master is the party and party leader. You will be doing things that are aligned to his interest. I'm sorry to speak that way, but that's the pure truth. We have equal opportunity. If you have your policies, if you have your manifesto, and you feel that you are the rightful person in this, why don't you? Because we have so many people, we've seen women campaigning against men in other regions, and they are elected against the hardships, against the norm or the thought that people have, it's always these positions are meant for men. We have seen women governors rising. We have seen women senators. Yeah. Let this thing of how do we call it? Affirmative action. Let us see it happening in terms of nominations. Yeah, the slots. But in elective positions, kindly let us offer a level playing ground to ensure that we give an equal opportunity. There is equity and there is equality. If I have somebody who is physically challenged in terms of their legs, maybe he's using one leg, and personally, I am not physically challenged and we are racing, there is that mileage that he will be given to start his race while I will be somehow behind. You understand? Because it will be estimated, at least through equity, this should give him an ability also to emerge a winner. You understand? But placing that person at the finishing line is just massaging their ego. I don't know if we are getting each other. And at the end of the day, you even sit down and there's no competence that will be seen in you. Anyway, there is also something that Sifuna is speaking about here, and he's insinuating something. He's like trying to tell us he's almost thought of resigning from the ODM party because the ODM party is no longer aligning to the values that are or the values and the background or the basis in which the ODM party was formed, derived from the late whom they had attended her funeral service.
At some point, Mama Asio threatened to resign because things were not going the way that she thought they should go. Munanielewa? Munanielewa? Saa ile mambo inaenda mbaya. You have a responsibility to put down your foot and say, this is not who we are. This is not what we stand for. These are not our values. I have been extremely motivated, Caesar, by the story of your late mother. And I was struggling here to find words of my own to describe the times that we live in. But I found a very powerful quote, a very powerful quote on the very first page of this eulogy. And with your permission, Caesar, I want to steal your mom's words and make them my own. That I believe that my future is now and that I am doing what I would have done in any lifetime. May the soul of this very great woman rest in eternal peace. God bless you.
When Sifuna was asking, mnanielewa? And for those who don't understand Swahili, he was just asking, do you understand me? Did you understand him? Did you? Give me your take in the comment section below. If you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe and press the notification button in our YouTube channel, so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Halif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.